Okay, so it's been a while, and you probably have a question, which is why am I here and not here? Well, there's two main reasons for that, and the first one is that I've been playing a very difficult piece lately, which is Rachmaninoff's second piano concerto, only the first movement. And if you have played that once, or if you've listened to it, you probably know that it's quite a challenging piece, so that has taken all of my energy basically. And the second reason is that I'm still studying aerospace engineering at TU Delft, and that has taken up quite some of my time as well. And one fun thing about that actually, well, there's multiple fun things obviously, but one really fun thing lately was a Python programming competition. And the competition was to make a game in Pygame, and I joined that with a friend of mine, Carlos, and we spent quite a lot of time on that game lately, and I'm just here to show you basically what it's like. Okay, so one more important thing that I forgot to say is that you can download this game actually. If you have Python 3, I'm not sure which exact version, but some might work, some might not work. If you have Python 3 and Pygame, then you should probably be able to use it on Windows, Mac and Linux. So actually the gameplay that I will be doing now will be just myself, but Carlos, so the other person who worked on this game, he will also do a gameplay, and we can compare our times actually, see who did the best. And hopefully once the whole Corona times are over, we can do one gameplay together, but that might still take a while. Spoiler, because I'm recording this after I recorded the whole game actually, because I forgot to say this, but I might be a bit cocky at the start, like, this is quite doable, I tested it before, it was easy. It might have been a bit harder than I expected, so alright, let's do it. Oh no, the incredibly successful yet eccentric CEO of SpaceX has decided to flee Earth. You must stop him by flying to infinity and beyond. Alright, well, I guess we have a mission. Let's first explore the menu a little bit and I can explain certain stuff. So the settings menu, you probably can't see this, but the resolution can be changed, which is very nice. Audio volume, obviously. Progress can be reset, which we will do. It was already reset, but just to show you. So now my high score is 0 kilometers. Controls, very simple. We try to keep it simple because like games should be kind of how do you say it? Idiot-proof. Credits. You can pause the video if you want. I'm not gonna show this for ages. And quit, but we're not going to do that now because my recording software will probably mess it up a bit. Let's just go. The water rocket is the most fastest, most biggest rocket recorded in history of humans ever. And these next ones, sadly, are still not unlocked. But what if we tried anyway? No. Sad. Alright, let's start. It would be kind of sad if I didn't get this. Let's see.
Engine start, ignition, and liftoff.
Right, those are pretty scary birds. This is also very, very slow rocket, which we did on purpose because this rocket should feel absolutely horrible, especially in comparison to new ones. We just got a new rocket, by the way, which is very cool. Okay. It's so challenging when you can't properly move your rocket around. It's still like for a water rocket, it's quite impressive. Yeah, that's it. Very sad. That tune we just heard was based on a Mario. I'm not sure which Mario version, but on a Mario level song actually, and I expanded it a little bit. Okay, but now we have a new rocket, which is North Korean rocket. Maybe censor this, I have no idea. This rocket is fueled by communism, so we cannot guarantee it will get very far. Yeah, I won't comment anymore on that, because we might get in trouble.
3, 2, 1, main engine
2 lives,
start,
so that should be better.
ignition, and
Also a
lift
different
off.
fume, by the way, because this obviously doesn't expel water. And maybe not very noticeable, but the altitude meter also goes up a little bit faster. So that should make it a bit easier. Birds are quite easy now. Also, if my commentary is bad or boring, like this is my first time doing it, so I'm sorry for that. Oh, look at that. Fun fact, that's an Airbus A380, which is one of the most appreciated aircraft by aerospace students. Okay, well, that didn't turn out very well. Let's try that again, shall we?
3, 2, 1, main engine start, ignition, and
Okay, this might take a while, actually. Okay, so there. I'm just going to say that I was not lucky. That's the Concorde. Yeah, Concorde is very dangerous. For the ones who don't know, it's a supersonic aircraft. Or it was, basically.
3,
Let's go again. 70 kilometers, that was not too bad,
main
actually.
engine start,
Getting
ignition,
closer. And
and
the
lift
altitude
off.
meter actually goes up exponentially, because otherwise it would be kind of hard to reach the milestones of 1 billion kilometers, for example, which is otherwise very difficult. Also, now that we're still here, and it might take a while for me to get this level, I can explain a little bit actually. So, nice thing is that the birds, they and also the aircraft, they face the correct way if they fly by. So if they fly to the right, they face the right, and if they fly to the left, they face the left, which is pretty cool. And also the sky loop, so the background. Now at some point, so okay, this is a spoiler, it will switch to stars actually, so a space background. But I could have also just looped this infinitely, so if the spacebar didn't come, this would go on forever, which is pretty nice. So basically, if it leaves the screen, the image, then it just puts itself back on top again and keeps on going forever. So that's pretty nice. We got close, we got close. We can do it. We did it. Oh, yes, that feels good. See how far we can get, actually. So new background, new enemies. These are, actually there's more satellites than there were aircraft and birds, but they move a bit slower, so that kind of adds to the game dynamics, at least, so we hope. Alright, so let's go to the main menu to admire our new high score. Look at that. That's amazing. Let's see, Stratos IV. I'm not sure what this means, I cannot speak Dutch. Well, this was written by the friend that also helped making this game. Carlos, hello Carlos. Nederland of Nederland, jij bent mijn kampioen. You'll understand if you're Dutch, and otherwise go look it up or something, I don't know. Let's go, Stratos IV is actually a rocket made by students of the TU Delft.
3, 2,
An extra live
1,
again.
main engine start, ignition,
Live.
and lift off.
Sometimes English is still pretty interesting, pretty hard. Quite a complicated language. It's actually not that bad, but I need an excuse for my my bad English sometimes. Look at that altitude meter go up. That's quite nice actually. So hopefully we'll fly by the aircraft faster, because those are difficult. also the rocket is way more maneuverable, so it's a lot easier to escape from the aircraft. I shouldn't say that too loud, actually. I think we need to get 10,000 kilometers from the top of my head to get the new rocket, so let's hope that we get there. That was not so good. I'm getting distracted. Oh, I'm getting distracted. Okay, okay. That was pretty close. Okay, well, we at least got the new rocket, so that's very nice. And now I'm getting distracted, oh no. Let's see how far we can still get. Ooh, look at that. Asteroids. Oh, they're more difficult. So for the asteroids, they appear more often, but the chance of them hitting you is smaller. But if they come towards you, like, you have to be really quick in order to respond accordingly. But let's look what our new rocket is. And one moon rocket, Saturn V wannabe, or Saturn V, depends. If you say Saturn V, it rhymes actually, so that's probably Carlos's intention. Everyone's second favorite moon rocket. At least this time it will take off. That's a sad inside joke. Let's go.
3, 2, 1. Main engine start, ignition, and liftoff.
By the way these satellites and actually all obstacles respawn is that at least it's partially random. So when they reach a certain distance from the screen, basically, so if they leave the screen and then there's a certain margin so that they don't suddenly disappear on the screen, then from that moment, if they are far enough from the screen actually, then the program knows, okay, they're off the screen, now we can blitz, that's what you call it, blitz them again on top of it, above the screen basically, and that gets generated kind of randomly, not fully randomly, because then sometimes they just fly off into weird directions. That's the moon, look at that. We got it. Okay, that was an easy one. Let's see. Saturn V or Saturn V. For the low inflation-adjusted price of 283 billion USD, known for the famous Apollo 13 mission. That's also quite a sad joke, but I like it.
3, 2, 1. Main engine start, ignition, and liftoff.
It would be kind of funny if we take a long time to get the second level and then just fly through the rest. I don't know. Okay, we can do it. Don't get cocky. We can do it, we can do it. Yeah, look at that. New rocket. Now it's basically just like the asteroids go so fast, it's almost completely luck. I mean, these were incredible skills of mine. Let's see. Starship. The rocket that will supposedly reach the Red Planet by 2022 in Elon time. Also, these are all quite sad jokes, but I still like them a lot.
3, 2, and liftoff.
Let's see. I think we have only one milestone left to go, which is 1 billion kilometers. And when we were making the game, we actually, for a very short time, had the idea of maybe get one milestone over light years, but or 1 light year, but that turned out to be still quite a lot farther, so we didn't do that. I'm not sure if I showed this already, but there's also a pause screen. Very nice. Nothing special, but it's there.
Ignition and liftoff.
Really what's happening is I'm just seeing an asteroid and then because of out of fear or something I just press any button and then hope it will save me. Sometimes I just fly into it. Like they say, if you can play it slowly, you can play it quickly. See if staying in the corner helps. If it does, on the one hand it's nice, on the other hand it's not nice because it's an easy way to cheat. Okay, so kind of. Some of them get very close, but actually it's... I think we might be able to do it. Don't say it too hard. Look at that. Okay, so that's a bit sad, because obviously it's not supposed to be like this, that you can just stay on the right and relatively have a high chance of winning. Probably has to do with the way we cheat the code, the way we tweak the code a little bit, so that the asteroids don't just fly in completely random directions, because you don't want to have them flying off screen for all the time. Maybe actually, because the background is moving faster and faster, the asteroids, how do you say it, the number of pixels per second it moves stays, or it changes with the background, but the x value stays the same. And because the y value, so the vertical speed, increases, but the x value changes the same, it looks like they're going more vertical. So then maybe that's the reason why it's easier to just stay in one place, especially in the end. But I don't know, that's just some speculation. Let's go to the rocket menu. Alright, look at that. Our greatest engineers have yet to figure out how it even flies. Screw rockets, I guess. That's true. Okay, so the very last one, there's no new rockets. Luckily, otherwise I would have been here for quite another while. But let's see what it looks like. So there's no milestone to be reached, luckily.
3, 2, 1, main engine start, ignition and liftoff.
So it's I mean, quite realistic, I would say, because a car would obviously just go up like that if you just, especially have a rainbow fume behind it. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, but rainbow is pretty awesome. See how far we can get. It would be nice to surpass the Starship. So far we're having quite a lot of luck. I mean, I'm being amazing at this at the moment. Obviously the car can move a lot faster now, vertically and horizontally actually. And by vertical movement I basically mean the background. So then what that does is, because and also the altitude meter increases faster. So the altitude meter increases faster than the background, basically. So then right now I'm almost at 1 billion kilometers, and in comparison to the last rocket, that means that the background is moving a bit slower, so even at the same altitude, like the whole thing is moving a bit slower. But in the end, this car will go faster than all the other ones. I hope that makes sense. I'm not even going to try to avoid these anymore. This is horrible. Look at that. Oh. If someone can get like to 1,000 billion, I don't even know what that is in English. Trillion, I guess. I would be quite impressed. But let's go back. And I guess that's it. So I don't know how to end this. There's one thing I have to say. I'm sorry if I ever said that this was easy, because it's not that easy. I've been recording for over an hour, so it has been quite a challenge, actually, let's say it like that. And I probably was more lucky than skillful. But at least it's doable, and I can see, and yeah, I guess that's all I have to say, so goodbye.